Affordable, practical, surprisingly fun to drive. 3 words that made one of America's most beloved electric cars a genuine people's champion. But this isn't just a small refresh. Is bringing it back completely reimagined, and there is one circling right now that, if it turns out to be true, could make this the best value electric vehicle in the entire country. We'll get to that, and that should get fans pretty excited. We're talking about the 2027 Chevy Bolt, relaunched, redesigned, and ready to go up against everything the EV market has thrown at it since it was gone. Let's get into the look. Up front, the old round nose is gone, replaced by a sharper, more angular fascia with a wide black panel where the grille used to be. It reads serious, contemporary, confident. The headlights are slimmer than before, stretching outward from the center with a defined LED signature that wraps into the bumper corners. Picture a face that finally looks like it belongs in 2027. Along the sides, the body lines are crisper. A raised character line runs from the front wheel arch all the way to the tail, giving the car a sense of forward motion even when it's parked. The wheels are expected to come in at 17 inches on the base trim, with 18-inch options on higher variants, cleaner spoke designs, less fussy than before. No heavy plastic cladding this time, just clean, painted arches that make the body look lower and wider. At the rear, the taillights are connected by a full-width light bar, narrow, bright, and modern. Every one of these changes isn't just about looking newer. It's about cutting through the air more cleanly and squeezing more range out of every single charge. But step inside, and this is where some of the biggest changes are expected. The cabin has had a serious upgrade. Soft touch materials on the dashboard, fabric door inserts with contrast stitching, and a cleaner layout that doesn't feel like it was designed on a budget. It feels intentional, considered. The centerpiece is 11.3-inch infotainment display, bigger, faster, and running a redesigned version of Interface with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto included from day one. In front of the driver, a fresh 8-inch digital cluster handles your speed, remaining range, and energy usage without clutter. Whether you're commuting across the city or heading out on a long weekend run, the storage around you has been rethought. A proper center console with a lidded bin, a wider wireless charging pad, usable door pockets that actually fit a bottle, and the seats are expected to be a significant improvement over the outgoing model. Wider bolsters, better lumbar support, and a driving position that feels more planted. Whether you're navigating stop-and-go traffic or finally hitting the open road, this is a car you'll want to spend time in. But the real story is what's under the floor, and this is where things get genuinely interesting. Chevy's track record with the Bolt is solid. The original proved that a sub-3,000 electric car could offer real, usable range without compromise. The new platform builds on that. A single front-mounted motor is expected to anchor the base variant, smooth, efficient, and more than enough for everyday life. But here's the claim that people are genuinely talking about. Sources suggest is planning a dual-motor all-wheel drive variant of the relaunched Bolt, something the original never offered. If this happens, it would mean the most affordable AWD electric car on the American market. That's not a small deal. In plain terms, better grip in rain, better traction in snow, and a 0-60 time that sources estimate could drop to around 5.5 seconds. For a sub-35000 car, that would be extraordinary. And for urban drivers who've been told AWD is only for premium EVs, this changes the conversation entirely. Even the base rear-wheel version is expected to deliver instant, smooth torque from a standstill, making it genuinely responsive in a way that combustion rivals at this price simply can't match. Now, the number that matters. The 2027 Chevy Bolt is expected to start at around $26,500, which, after the federal EV tax credit, could bring the effective price down to as low as $19,000 for qualifying buyers. That's a figure that changes who can afford to go electric. Higher trims with the larger battery, premium audio, and that AWD setup are expected to push toward $33,000 to $35,000, still well below the average transaction price of a new car in America. And here's the thing about the Bolt's history. The original held its value better than almost any EV in its class. Dealers can't keep them. That's a track record that means something when you're thinking about the long term. In terms of markets, the Bolt is primarily targeted at North America, but its international push means select Latin American and Canadian markets are also firmly in play. The 2027 Chevy Bolt relaunch looks set to be one of the most significant moments in affordable EV history, a car that could genuinely put electric driving within reach for millions of households who've been waiting for the right moment. The one question we still don't have an answer to, whether that AWD variant will launch at the same time as the base model, or whether Chevy holds it back for a later release window, or a different badge entirely. That's the one we're watching very closely. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.